Hi everybody, welcome to the Ultimate Home Guide. I'm here today with Betty Steichen, who's fast as lightning in responding to her buyers' needs. So we're here to talk to you today about the home buying process. Betty came to us from another Coldwell banker. From what town?
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi. I bet you're glad you don't live on the beach anymore.
I am. Don't miss hurricane season.
I know. Well, anyways, we're so happy to have Betty with us here on the team. And so we're going to get started today. You know, home buying process is a little bit scary, but our job is to make it easier for you. So Betty, take it from the top.
All right. So first, you're going to contact one of us at the Cherry Ruffino team. And then we're going to discuss what type of loan, we'll recommend some lenders, give you a list so you can talk to them. That's very important. They all have different personalities. You want the lender that you're comfortable with and go with them. Otherwise, they're very similar in interest rates and all of that.
Closing costs, everybody's about the same.
It's pretty much the same.
But we give you a couple that, depending upon too on what type of loan you might want to do, but we'll get you fixed up. And as Betty said, if you talk to one and you don't like them, you call that next one because one of them's going to fit you.
That's exactly right. Then once you get pre-qualified, you're going to need that before we start looking. You need to know exactly what you can afford to buy, what your buying power is, and that lender is going to determine that for you. And then
the last thing you want to do is look at something you can't afford and have to regress.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, then you're not happy with anything after that if you have to go down. But then, you know, we'll look at the size you need. And know too, if you're a first-time buyer, you're not going to be buying the home of your dreams probably at the very onset, but you want something that you're happy with, that you're not going to get in and it already be too small and crowded for you.
You don't want to overbuy, but you want to use all the buying power you have, because the longer you're in that home, the better financial decision it is for you. And national stats say that your third home is usually a dream home. It worked for me.
Yeah. No, I'm not there yet.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, it does work for some.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I still have something to look forward to.
Yes, of course.
Absolutely. So then we're going to look at the area, the type of home you're looking for. I'm going to get that criteria from you and go through and find properties that meet what you're looking for in a home. And then we can start looking. But before you write that contract, we're going to probably look at several. You may find the home of your dreams our first showing, but we're going to want to compare and make sure, because the last thing you want is buyer's remorse. And
right.
So we're going to want to go through all of that with you. We'll walk you through all the steps of viewing the properties, getting information, working a market analysis for you so you know if it's priced on the high end, the low end, right in the middle. And see if you need any help with your financing or, you know, what your lender thinks you need help with.
So we have a little guide here, and Betty's going to go through it. But as she's mentioned, the first thing on your home buying trip or your process is to your loan process. So you want to get qualified. And so take it from there, Betty.
Okay.
Pre-approval.
Yeah, and typically your lender can do that within about 24 hours to get back with you, some much shorter than that. And then again, they're going to determine the type of loan that is going to work best for you. If you've not served in the military, a VA loan is just completely out for you, but we have FHA, conventional, and of course cash is always awesome. Then you can bypass the whole lending process.
That's right.
Then closing usually takes between 30 and 45 days. Right now, again, we're in unprecedented times with COVID-19, and business is still going on as usual. And so, unless lenders get backed up, or appraisers get backed up, 30 to 45 days is about the right time frame.
And then we go, after we've been pre-approved, as Betty had mentioned before, we start your search. And the first step in that is the criteria. And you didn't mention this, but you don't want to look at too many at one time,
right,
because you can get confused. So maybe 3 to 5 homes a day. And really, once you zero in on what you're looking for, you may not have more than 10 to 15 homes if you're lucky.
Right.
Especially now, our inventory is a little bit down. But you'll pick out your best, take notes at each one. As Betty mentioned, she'll do a CMA, which is a comparative market analysis for you, so that y'all can decide how to come in. So after we've done that, then we're going to
make the offer. And then we're going to determine what you want to offer based on having all the information you need to make that informed decision on what you want to do. You typically don't want to lowball on a property, especially if comps show that it's priced about right. And I will tell you, most sellers, if it's new on the market, they are not even going to consider coming off. And right now, our market is strong enough that most sellers don't have to come off their price.
And our market, homes sell for 97 to 98% of the list price.
Right.
So there is a little bit there to work with, and sellers really want to work with you, and they want to make it all come together for you, but there are limits in what they can and can't take. So then we've made our offer. Yay! It's been accepted. Then we're going to go to...
Where are we going to?
We're going right there.
Okay. Well, and when you do make that offer, typically you're going to want an option period in there to give you time to get inspections, to make sure that what you see is what you expected for the price you're paying. And we want that seller to keep that house tied up for you while we're working on getting those inspections. So
the option period gives you that opportunity.
Exactly.
And you pay a fee for that, a small nominal fee.
Right, directly to the seller to get them to not
to take their house off the market for you.
Not negotiate another contract. And when we say option period, it's not just the time frame to get the inspections, but get the results and then negotiate any repairs that you may feel you need to ask that seller to do for you.
And remember, in most cases, you're not buying a brand new home, and you're not asking for paint or carpet or those kind of things, cosmetic things. This is to tell you what's underneath, the things that you can't see. So we do 3 inspections all at one time. We invite you to be there, and those inspections are...
you want to do your pest inspection and get a WDI for wood destroying insect inspection. You want the entire home inspected for your electrical, your plumbing, your foundation. Most inspectors are not qualified engineers with foundation expertise, but they have been around long enough for the most part to know telltale signs if there's any kind of issues there, and then recommend additional inspections if they feel the need.
That doesn't happen real often, but when they mention it, we're going to make sure we've taken that extra step. And then the 3rd inspection we do is a central air and heat. And in our market, that's one of the most expensive things if something goes wrong. Your big hits are your roof, your air conditioner, and God forbid, foundation. But we bring in specialists to check out your air conditioner, and we want to make sure that everything is in working order we didn't mention this, but part of every contract is that the seller provide a warranty, a 1-year warranty to you that will cover the home for the first year with you, for you, with a $75 deductible. And so if we have this report saying everything that's good is good, then those inspections, those warranties are going to kick in for you.
Absolutely, and those are so important and save you so much money over the long haul here.
Then we began negotiating
The repairs, and sometimes there may not be any, but
that hardly ever happens, Betty.
I know it's rare. It's rare.
I mean, that's our job to find something wrong.
And that's the inspector's job.
That's right.
He is working for you. But you don't want to nickel and dime everything, but certainly anything that is of major concern, and again, like you had said, nothing cosmetic. But that's going to be some of the fun you have once you get into your home, is doing the new cosmetic work that you want to do to make it yours.
That's right. Now, during this option period, you may find that you don't want to buy the house based on your findings. If that's the case, we mentioned that option fee that you pay. It's usually $100.
Yeah.
So the seller gets to keep that $100, and you can walk away and get your earnest money back. But you do have to pay for the inspections. I will say that 98% of the time we move forward. We're able to work out the repairs and get those things taken care of. But there are exceptions. And so if that happens, you can opt out and get your money back.
That's right.
Almost.
Right. You're just out your option fee.
After the inspection, the lender's going to order the appraisal.
Right.
And we don't want to spend your money on an appraisal
Right.
until we make sure that you're okay with the inspection.
And that's part of what we do as well, is we stay in touch with your lenders so that they don't do that, because that's a chunk of money that you don't want to pay for.
I think an appraisal is $350, $450, something like that.
Yeah, I just had one $750.
Oh Lord, today.
$750.
That's unusual.
And so I've already said.
Is it a mortgage company that you're familiar with?
Well, it was with Quicken Loans, and I have already spoken with them. In fact, it's not Quicken Loans anymore. I forgot.
Rocket.
Yes. And told them to check and see. I don't want to use that appraisal. It was a basic home, basic lot in Bryan, and $750.
Do you see what just happened here? We're always looking out for you, our clients. So we know what that fee should be. And so with our experience, we're able to protect you from things like this happening. So
Yes.
we go to battle for you throughout the entire process. Good job, Betty. So we order the appraisal. That takes a little bit of time. And then we order a survey. A survey is, you tell them what it is.
It marks the boundaries of your property. Many times today, a seller has a copy of their survey, and if there have been no additions
To the footprint of the home.
that might infringe on any of the property lines, then that survey can be used and will save you some money.
There again, a survey is about $450, $500.
Right.
I mean,
But-
it's larger if it's a bigger tract of land.
Right, if it's got some acreage, it's, way up there. But your lender and title company have to both accept it.
That's right.
Otherwise, you're going to have to get it, and it is going to be around $450.
Yeah,
I think
sir. And the
now.
seller, we have a notarized paperwork that says the seller is guaranteeing that he hasn't made any changes. So
Right.
that saves you that money that we're talking about.
Right.
And then the next thing you do is you order your home insurance. And we found that sometimes if you bundle your insurance with your car insurance, it'll save money. So
Right.
the first thing you do is call them. But if you don't have somebody that you're comfortable with, we can provide you. And we'll get bids for that too, right?
Absolutely. But you don't want to wait till the last minute for that. You want to go ahead and get with your insurance company pretty quickly. And that's one of the great things here. You don't have to have windstorm insurance.
Oh yeah, that
So I
sounds a
can
lot.
tell you that saves you $1,500 or
Really?
more.
You've been shocked at that coming from
Oh
the coastal
yeah, I
city.
love insurance in Brazos County. It's great.
One of the last things you do is change utilities over into your name. We'll give you the name of the companies that you contact. And all of these last little things we talked about is a lot of waiting because you're waiting on other people to do things, but it's also an exciting time too. So about 30 to 45 days have passed. We go to closing. They let you know what your check is supposed to be that you bring. And as soon as the funding happens, you can get your keys and open the door to your new home.
That's right. Cross the threshold of your new home. So we want to show you this because it does look pretty scary. And that's why you need to know that you can come to us. We're going to work with you every step of the way and work for your best interest. And that way you don't have to sit here and think, oh my gosh, what do I do next?
Well, you go to your doctor when you're sick, you go to your lawyer when you need an attorney, and these people do these things all day, every day. And so this is what we do all day,
Absolutely.
every day, 7 days a week. So we'd love to be your realtor. We think you only should call us. But
Absolutely.
if you have someone you're already acquainted with, whatever you do, don't try to do the home buying process by yourself. There's just too many steps, and it's the largest purchase you're going to make in your entire life in most instances. So get somebody to support you and represent you. Great job, Betty.
Right. We can't wait to hear from y'all.
Yes. Y'all have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.